Closing in on first pitch tonight here at Citi Field. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Now from the borough of Queens in Flushing, New York, MLB The Show has baseball from beautiful Citi Field. Tonight, the first of this three-game weekend series between the San Diego Padres and the East-leading New York Mets. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of Baseball on the Show. Alongside me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, a good matchup on the mound here in this opener.
Yeah, and you look at the numbers on these two guys we're going to see here today. Both of these starters coming off of a no decision in their last outing, so both will be looking to get back into the win column here.
All right, Steve, thanks. We'll hear from EK momentarily, but first, let's get a look at the starting lineup for the visiting San Diego Padres, as their manager Bud Black will align his order like this. On the mound to square off against these guys, a former Cy Young Award winner, the veteran right-hander Bartolo Colon. And in the field, we see the Mets will line up this way. Will Myers makes his way to the plate now as we're just about set for baseball this evening. We are underway now in New York as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 7-10.
Fastball, and that thing's a blur up there, folks. 1-1. Good night for baseball all in all. Game time temperature 63 degrees. Now the 1-1 pitch. The slider up into the 90s there. It's 1-2.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Now a swing and a miss on the fastball, then the leadoff man is set down here for the first out of the evening.
And that's one of the questions we'll ask as this night goes on. Can he wind up putting guys away with that fastball? You know, I think he gave a pretty clear indication of one batter into the ball game that he brought his good stuff with him tonight.
Number 26 will stand in now, and his batting average currently good for 7th in the National League. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
Bases are empty, one man out. Now a swing and an easy ground ball to first. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. Two gone now here in the first.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Justin Upton will stand in, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks, as you see the average there over the course of the last 9 ball games. First pitch on its way to Upton. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Carlos Quentin would be next. Here's the full count offering. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out with a two-seamer, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Now here's the starting lineup for the Mets as put forward by manager Terry Collins. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Padres' alignment will look like this. Daniel Murphy will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Mets, second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now a circle change, but he takes it low, ball 2.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Three and 0 now. Gary Cox waits on deck. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
Batting second, center fielder,
Gary Cox will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. And a slider tails outside for ball 1.
Yeah, and when that pitch starts off outside, it's much easier to get a better view of it and then just lay off.
Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Swing and a liner. Myers has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
And you got to think about the time of night out there. You've got shadows still lingering a little bit. The lights haven't quite taken full effect yet, but he's all over this one, and he takes it down easily.
Michael Lee will stride in now as he'll enter play as the second leading hitter in the entire National League.
Let's go, Lee.
On the move is Murphy. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
And this is one of those guys that can certainly be an X factor in this series. He sets a tone early here with a first inning steal of second base.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
0-2.
For Murphy, that's stolen base number 8 on the campaign. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Good waste pitch, 1-2.
And even on 1-2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
1 out and a runner on second base. Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away.
Didn't have any second thought. You got to keep this guy from getting
Swing at that one as this one's lifted high. Straight away left. Number 23 for him.
Pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Game 2, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Number 3 will stand in, and he's having a great season so far. Currently 5th in the National League in home runs. And here's the first pitch. And this is low, ball 1. And on cue, here are the National League home run leaders I referred to a moment ago.
Come on, man.
One out, nobody on. Not close. It's 2-0.
two tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
Three and 0 now.
Now that he's worked it to 3-0, he's got a couple of free pitches here to pick out one he really likes.
And he lost him here on 4 pitches. So a speed merchant is aboard now with 1 away.
I tell you what, anytime you get a first inning visit from your pitching coach, something ain't working out there. You know, here's what he's saying. Look, we need you to figure this out. We need some innings out of you here. Let's go.
David Lee will get his first opportunity now. Currently sitting in 4th place in the National League in stolen bases. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count. Come on, David.
Runners on first with 1 down. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Boy, he hasn't been able to find the target with any regularity, so you can't afford to bail him out by chasing bad pitches.
And just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. Now this is on the ground to first. We'll see if they can get 2. Amarista on to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
Yeah, and right here, he knew that at second base he was going to have to hurry this throw back to first if he had any chance to double him up. And you see his throw get away from him, but since there's no advancement, it's going to be a straight fielder's choice, no error on the play.
Number 30 will stand in now. Certainly a dangerous hitter as he ranks number 2 in the National League in home runs. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground towards first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Mets do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second. It's now 2-0 New York. Carlos Quentin will stand in now as he was reinserted back into the lineup here after taking a needed day off yesterday.
No batter, we got him.
Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0.
Open your eyes, dude.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
And I don't think that's where he wanted that two-seamer to end up. That thing leaked right back over the heart of the plate.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. The 1-2. Fouled straight back.
Foul ball.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Yeah, not a real good job of pitch recognition there. I mean, this ball was going to be in on his hands to begin with. I don't know quite what he saw that made him want to swing at that thing, but it just completely locked him up there.
Derek Norris will stand in now, hoping to turn things around as he's stuck in a bit of a cold spell these past 5 ball games.
Come on, New York. All right, let's do this.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now a swing and a ball foul tipped right off our home plate umpire. And with no time to react, that is tough duty back there. Let's hope he's okay.
Let's give you another look at this last swing. This is in show motion, and I tell you, it's not just the catchers that wind up getting banged up back there. These guys in blue also take some real shots. That one looked like it hurt.
Swing and a miss as he starts the frame with back-to-back strikeouts here. 3 in a row going back to the last inning, and there are 2 away.
Well, it's been something of a strikeout fest here to start this game off. Already 4 strikeouts now in the first 5 batters. Now that's going to be a tough pace to keep up.
Will Venable will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
Come on now, let's get the K here.
Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
Oh, he's got him eaten right out of the palm of his hand now. 2 strikeouts already here in the inning, and now he gets the third guy to go after a first pitch out of the strike zone.
And, oh, you talk about getting a pitcher's call. There's one there, and it's 0-2.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the third strike, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Michael Kadire will stand in now. He homered in the ballgame last night.
Michael Kadire.
Ball hit pretty well out toward left center. There to take it is Myers, and that's the first out.
Well, any time you can retire this guy, that's good. Anytime you can do it leading off an inning, that's great. And anytime you can do it on one pitch, that's a full trifecta right there.
Brian McCann will get his first shot down, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. And a ball, 1-0. One out, nobody on. And he takes a cold strike 1. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And this ball is gone. A solo home run for Brian McCann. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Mets have taken a 3-0 lead.
This is exactly how you approach facing a sinker baller. When that pitch is down at the knees, it's very difficult to elevate on. But when it flattens out, it's nothing more than a flat fastball, and that's where you can do some real damage.
Bartolo Colon will take his cuts now.
Bartolo Colon.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, same pitch here from the home run ball, but this one's in a much better spot down at the knees.
In there, strike 2. A lot of pitches up in the zone here early on.
And that's not the worst thing in the world at this place, but you've got to pick your spots.
Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And that's taken outside for a ball, so he's worked it back to 2-2 now.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Here's the 2-2 home. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
If you're not expecting this pitch, it's hard to really do much of anything with it. And you can see this is a hard slider bearing down and in, and folks, that is nasty.
Daniel Murphy will stand in for a second time. He drew a base on balls to lead off the home first. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Come on.
Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. We've played two. It's 3-0 New York. Jed Jerko will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Speed up them pistachios there. What do you want? Quick.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
Oh, shit.
Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
On a big swing there at a fastball, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. Cox is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out.
I thought for a second that this might make a dent in both the hit and the run column, but he didn't quite get all of it. It's probably the best swing, though, they've had so far.
Alexi Amarista will dig in for the first time here, looking to change his fortunes a bit as he's seen that average dip these last 4 or so games.
He swings at anything.
Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2. And now a pitch on the way. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. Line hard. But this is a foul ball. Three and two, here it is. And they are still hitless, but at least they'll have a base runner here. It's ball 4.
Batting ninth, pitcher Tyson Ross.
Tyson Ross will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Come on, Matt.
Let's get through here.
And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. Flip to the second baseman covering now for the out.
Yeah, this early in the game, to me, this is the right decision. You give that guy at the top of your lineup a chance to drive in a run with a simple base hit.
Will Myers will dig in for a second time, a strikeout victim opening up the ball game. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Padres still with the big goose egg in the hit column thus far. And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a great pitch on 1-2. You start it in the zone, and hopefully you'll get that guy thinking he needs to protect. It turned out to be a good take.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Now on 3-2, you got to go with your strength.
In the air to center. Cox is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Gary Cox makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Gary Cox.
First pitch coming. And that's dead center for strike one.
And even though that is a strike, it's okay. These guys have been really patient at the plate. They've had a good game plan up there, and it's worked out for them so far.
See you, Matt.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. This one here is for the second baseman, Jerko, and he's retired here, one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Michael
Lee will try things again. He hit that two-run homer his first time. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Now, after the home run last time, you can see a more cautious approach this at-bat. They don't want to get burned again.
Gets a good piece of it there, but this is fouled off toward the third base coaching box. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1. Number 3 waits on deck. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. Upton is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out.
Yeah, and this ball was hit pretty well, but it was always going to stay in the ballpark. And you see the left fielder just drift back and make the play on the warning track.
Number 3 will dig in. Drew a walk his first time around.
Let's go, man.
And this is going to be a foul ball in amongst the spectators. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Swing, and he shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Down in order go the Mets, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Number 26 will dig in. 0 for 1 here in this one.
For San Diego, third baseman, number 26.
Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. And this is going to find the crowd down the left field line. Count holds at 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Justin Upton will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. And this is into the alley. Extra bases here for Upton. And he is in at second base with a one-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see right there where they rank in that category. Carlos Quentin will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Now a spin and a throw back to second, and he's back in standing. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Pickoff move to second, and he's back easily. Too high. 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Upton with his lead, now the pitch. And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good idea with the circle change, but he lays off and the count runs full. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Yeah, just a little topper back to the mound. A good job to look the runner back, then throw on to first for the out.
Derek Norris will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. And now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. And he will make the catch just shy of the track, and the inning is over. Padres leave 1, still down 3-0. David Lee will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
The shortstop, David Lee.
First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. Now a slider's hit on the ground towards second. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1.
Good hustle getting down that line. Even on a routine ground ball, you can't take your time. You know, pat your glove, autograph it. Not with this guy running. You've got to get rid of that ball pretty quickly, and they just do get him at first.
Number 30 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1.
0-1.
Now a sinker runs in on him a bit as he's got to step out of the way there. 1 out, nobody on. And this ball will be chopped foul. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Good hard sinker, but he lays off to even things at 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Now here's the pitch. Full count now, 3-2.
Wow, what an at-bat he's having right now. He's fought off some tough pitches. He's laid off a few pitches like that one. And now he's worked his way back to a 3-2 count.
Oh, right back at the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Yeah, you know when you're pitching, you've always got to be ready for these. This one's right back at him, and it's got a little vengeance on it, too. So that's a good job of being in good, ready position to field the ball and then make the play.
Michael Kadire will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Good way to start it on the outside corner for strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And they go away here. It's a cold strike, 0-2. Here's a swing and heads up as he had to hit the deck for dear life that time. 3 runs, just 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. But they lead it 3-0. Will Venable will make his way towards the box to lead off the 5th.
Will Venable.
Now the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Comes back with a fastball again as he's in control. 0-2. Still sticking with the fastball, but this time he lays off. It's 1-2. The pitch. And they tie him up in proverbial knots there as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Jed Jerko will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
I'll give him this. He's not intimidated up there. That was inside. Close to triple digits. He didn't even flinch.
And it misses. 3-1 now.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
And that one is a called strike as he's rebounded to run it full now, 3-2. Now here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
2 straight strikeouts here to start out the inning, but that's 8 for him now in the ballgame. These guys have really had a hard time figuring him out.
Alexi Amarista will stand in here hoping to at least put a ball in play here this inning. First pitch coming. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
3-0 now. The figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count.
Maybe even taking 2.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, at the very least, this is going to allow the pitcher to hit here in this inning now instead of having to lead off the next inning.
Tyson Ross will dig in. No official at-bat yet as he delivered a sacrifice bunt in his first appearance. First pitch coming. And this is fought off at the plate as it's chopped foul. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
No runs, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. So now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And a tough pitch on 2 strikes as he's able to foul it off. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1 left for San Diego. They trail in this one 3-0. Brian McCann will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Brian McCann.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Here we go.
And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
Well, that shift can be a gamble sometimes. They're playing straight up. This is probably an out, but since they're shifted well over to right field, this finds a seam.
Bartolo Colon will stand in what would appear to be a sacrifice situation here. And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch.
That's where you can outthink yourself as a pitcher. He's showing bunt at the plate, so on the mound you're thinking, I don't want to give him anything that's too easy to get down. And instead, he throws this one away, and from an offensive point of view, it works out just as good as a sacrifice. Even better, it doesn't cost him an out.
And he'll try and get his man to third here as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
And if you're going to try to move the guy up to third base, this is exactly what you want to do. You have to make that third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first, and the sacrifice turns out to be a good one.
Daniel Murphy will stride in, grounded out his last time through. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Put the runs on the board.
A man at third with one away. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Yep, they went right back to that same pitch on the outside corner, and that's a good job of laying off both times.
And he goes with the pitch nicely there as this is lifted high and deep the other way to left. And that'll get down for what should be extra bases. And that'll bring home another as they open it up to a 4-0 advantage now. Now here comes Bud Black up out of the Friars dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. James Shields is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Gary Cox will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. For Murphy, that's now 14 doubles on the season so far. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. And that misses 2-0.
Well, I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
And a swing as he pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Oh, just a great swing right there. This is a cut fastball, which it'll work back toward a left-handed hitter. He just squares this ball up and rips it into right field.
Michael Lee will try it again. He homered back in the first inning of this one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
What was that?
Now a cut fastball finds the target, 2-1. He waits. Now the pitch. Chop now to short. Can they get two? Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Well, that's a good job here to plate their second run of the inning. Just a simple ground ball was all he needed, and he got the job done, playing some good small ball.
Number 3 will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's go.
Off the plate and low here, ball 1.
Yeah, looking good, man. Come on, man.
Swinging a hard hit ball towards the hole. But a great diving catch here will end the inning, and he might have saved a run in the process as well. That's as good a play as you're going to see a second baseman make, and he does it to end the inning. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Will Myers will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
And I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1. And that's up in the zone a bit, but a called strike, 0-2. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Well, this is a spot where it helps to have a two-seam fastball like that so you can work in on the right-handed hitters.
Now the veteran deals on 1-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. All right, folks. Montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Number 26 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame. Now here's the first pitch. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Now a changeup, and this is hit on the ground to shortstop. Throw to first, and Cologne's looking good here as he gets 2 quick ones to start the inning.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Justin Upton will dig in. He doubled his last time. First pitch on its way to Upton. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
And this is fouled back and out of play. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. I mean, that was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Padres down in order. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. David Lee will dig in now as he'll lead things off for the Mets in their half of the 6th. Ball 1.
Here we go.
2-0 now.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Here we go.
3-0 now.
Wow. He can't believe it out there on the mound. I mean, these last 3 pitches, they have all missed by inches.
Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away.
The batter, number 30.
Number 30 will be the batter. 0 for 2 thus far. There's the cut fastball, but it's low, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder,
Michael Kadire will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. And that misses low and away, ball 1.
Go to here.
Ball 2 to Kadire. 2 balls and no strikes.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Three and 0 now. Seems like they're working very cautiously here. Is this a little too cautious?
Yeah, I mean, why are they giving this guy so much credit up there? He's someone that you got to come right after.
And that misses, ball 4, and now the Mets have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Yeah, that's pretty clearly a pitch around. They didn't want any part of it. With the bases empty and 2 outs, walk's not the worst thing in the world.
Brian McCann will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Fouled back. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Swing, and I believe this one is going to find the seats as well. It does, so quite a battle here as it remains 1-2. And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
And even with a 5-run lead, you've got to play with the mindset that no lead is ever safe. So that's a good job right there, taking second and getting yourself into scoring position.
In the dirt, might not be enough to try it, and he sails it over his head. That ball's down the line, and this is trouble.
That's just a great job of alert base running right there. You can't just assume he's going to take third and stop there. So once that runner sees they're having trouble with it behind the plate, he just keeps right on going and scores from second base.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. And in fact, no throw as he's able to reach first base safely.
Sometimes when you know that you're not going to have a play, this is what you have to do. Here, no shot to throw him out down there at third, so he's just going to play it smart, take a bite out of it.
Bartolo Colon will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Norris is there, and the side is retired. So it's 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. 7th inning coming up. The Mets lead it 6-0. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. Getting set for the 7th inning now with the Mets out on top. But first, let's check out the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Carlos Quentin will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
First baseman, Carlos Quentin.
Water. Get water here.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
Another good pitch there. I'm not sure he's throwing a bad slider tonight. Every one of them has had a ton of movement.
And this one will wind up as a foul ball. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. And smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now. Now a swing and a fly ball. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. Now another 1-2. In the air to left center. Settling under it now is Kadire, and he puts it away no problem for the first out.
And unless these guys can turn things around quickly, it's starting to look like this winning streak's going to come to an end at 3 games.
Derek Norris will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Now the first pitch. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. You have to say they've really had a good game plan for attacking the 3, 4, 5 hitters all game long.
Yeah, and I think the only thing that's better than a game plan has been the execution of that game plan. You're exactly right. They've held this lineup at bay.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Colon working on a shutout here through 6 1/3. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt, as you take a look there at what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
2 outs now in the San Diego 7th, and standing in now the left-handed hitting Will Venable. First offering on the way. Good fastball there from Colon. It's 0-1. Next pitch will be number 100 for him now through 6 2/3. And this ball's pulled on the ground down the line to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. Kevin Quackenbush will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Daniel Murphy will step in now to lead off the home half of the 7th.
Second baseman, Daniel Murphy.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Here it comes, 1-0 to Murphy. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Two and 1.
That missed. That's the ball.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Here he comes on 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
And you'd like to say, good job there, good eye. But in reality, nobody's swinging at that pitch. It's not even close.
Gary Cox will step in, a base hit in his last time. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, not really how you want to start the next guy after a walk. That pitch isn't even close.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
Let's go, Gary! Here we go.
Now a ball hit high down the left field line, but back in amongst the spectators, foul. The 2-1 home. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And if you're going to walk back-to-back hitters, you definitely don't want to do it to the top 2 guys in the lineup. Now you got the heart of the order due up, and you know those guys can sense weakness from a mile away.
Michael Lee will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start.
What was that? Come on, Michael, let's go.
Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. One or the other is what you really need.
Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Down and away, ball one.
That man's got to be thinking, enough with the walks. Can't anybody throw a strike?
And good contact there as this is hit high and deep to right center. Venable will get there as he takes care of this one for a long out, number one. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Number 3 will step in now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk so far.
Let's go, please hit here.
First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball one.
Oof. That high fastball is definitely a pitch guys will pop up, and that's what he's looking for on the mound. So that's good restraint to hold back and not swing.
And this is going to be a foul ball. Has to reach for that one as he fouls it away to the right side. It's 1-2 now.
Hit something hard right here.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
And with 2 walks in the inning already, he can't afford to fall behind anybody else if he wants to stay in the game.
The 2-2 coming.
Here we go.
And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center.
Ah!
Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Well, that's all he's hoping to do right here. Just get that thing airborne and get that first run of the game home. He does his job, picks up the RBI.
David Lee will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Go, kid.
Here's the first offering. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike one. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Oh, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye. 1-2. This ball's in the air now, out to right field. And Venable puts this one away to retire the side. So they scratch across a run here on no hits, no errors, and a man left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Mets 7 and the Padres nothing. Jed Jerko will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
On to the 8th now as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball one. on the corner away, a ball and a strike.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
On a hole now as he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt, and it's 1-2 now.
Yeah, and that fastball still got some life to it, even over 100 pitches.
Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Yeah, he just keeps rolling right along. Shutout intact as you get a look at his line so far. Through 7 1/3 innings now, they have just not been able to mount any type of offense against him at all.
Alexi Amarista will stand in. Base on balls his last time. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. Lee is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. 1 gone here in the 8th as we check our line score to this point. And boy, you can see the story of the game right there in the hit column. Just 1 hit allowed through 7 1/3. He has been awfully tough to solve. Cameron Maben will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Cameron Maben.
That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Fastball, and he has to bend out of the way of that one.
Yeah, he's not trying to hit him, I don't think, but sometimes you need to keep guys honest up there. I think that's all he was trying to do there.
And he gets on top of this one and sends it on the ground to short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Campos will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Number 30 will lead things off here in the bottom half of inning number 8. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Ball 1.
No, that's it.
Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
Straight paint at 94 miles an hour. Not a lot of movement there, but it's right on a dime.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Now here it comes. This one here is for the second baseman, Jerko. And a good throw gets him one gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Michael Kadire.
Michael Kadire will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Kadire, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, catcher, Brian McCann.
Brian McCann will stand in. He homered back in the second inning of this one. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Good sharp curveball there. The count 1-1. Sticking with the soft stuff here as this misses. It's 2-1. And this is going to be a foul ball. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets, but they're still in control, 7-0. Will Myers will stand in now to begin their half of the ninth in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now, but hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Colon ready with the 1-0. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And that is into left field, so the leadoff man's aboard to kick off the 9th.
This is quickly becoming a situation where you'd like your guy to hit the complete game, but once you get into that 115, 120 range, you have to be concerned.
Number 26 will try again. 0 for 3 with a strikeout thus far. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
Boy, that changeup's had him eaten out of his hand.
Oh, and they've been falling all over themselves trying to get it. But you've just got to know that that's not going to be a strike. It looks like it is, but it isn't.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
Justin Upton will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
He's leading towards second.
And that's in there for a strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
That one is going to throw.
And that misses 1-1. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Upton awaits the 1-2. And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Carlos Quentin will stand in now as their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th.
Yeah, just one final hurdle here before he finishes off the shutout.
And he starts him out with one high and tight. Ball 1. Two out with the man at first. And a good eye there from the young slugger Quentin as it's 2-0 now.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
And a good eye that time to lay off the fastball. It's 3-0.
And that questionable call on the previous pitch, it really changes the at-bat because he doesn't want to just lay one in there on 2-0. Now it's 3-0, and the tide is not working in his favor.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
Hey, that's a great job to work out the walk there. I mean, that's one thing managers like to see. You got to die hard at the plate, even down to your final out. You never know in this game.
Derek Norris will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Up and in for ball 1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Here's a ball hit pretty well and carrying to deep right. Lays out and he makes a spectacular catch. What a way to end this one.
Yeah, just 2 hits were all they could muster off of him. He was in complete control from the start of this game, and he finished it off in style, too.
one more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that's a wrap here tonight. Eric Harros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, you've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Facebook at MLB The Show. The Mets come out on top, 7-0. Good night from Flushing.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious New York Mets, 7 runs on 6 hits. No errors. They left 4 men on base. For the Padres, no runs on only 2 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Bartolo Colon. His record is now 9-3. The loss goes to Tyson Ross. He falls to 2-4. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.